Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Post Route Show. And now, here's your host, W. Earl Kitchings.
Good evening, everybody of the Post Route. I'm your host, W. Earl Kitchings, and as always, we are glad to be with you on another magnificent Monday night. We are proud to be bringing you another edition of the Post Route, and we hope that you will find time to join us every Monday night as we bring you conversations with quarterbacks from the past and the present here on the Post Route. The show brought to you and presented by Quarter Phi Back, the preeminent fraternity for Black quarterbacks and the home of the prestigious National BIP Memorial Trophy, the only national trophy that recognizes the top quarterbacks from HBCUs and the top Black quarterback from high schools around the country. We hope that you enjoy our content, and if you love what we're doing, hey, let me tell you what you should do. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, let us know that we're doing a great job. Continue to come into the show and let us know how everything is going. We are always happy to be with you, and we look forward to bringing you another edition of the show. Now, let me just share this with you as we get ready for my guest tonight, because he is an upcoming rising quarterback at the NAIA level. And for those of you who don't know what NAIA is, that is the National Association for Intercollegiate Athletics. It is just another organization that parallels the NCAA. A lot of colleges over there, a lot of folks over there doing some good work, and we are happy to have them in our network of quarterbacks. You know, we had a guy earlier this year from Langston who also is part of that NAIA family. So tonight we got another guy that we're going to bring to you. But before we do that, let me tell you what we got on tap for you tonight. It's going to be another watch list. And tonight's watch list is from the high school ranks. It is that time to give you the Quarter Phi Back top 25 high school quarterbacks from around the nation. And we want to make sure that you know who these individuals are, because they are the up and coming, the rising stars, the guys that you will hear about on future dates on Saturdays, some of them even moving on to Sundays. And as we do that, we want to make sure that you know about who they are and how they got to be on our list of quarterbacks that we want to recognize, because it's all about their performing. And as they performed last year, it got them on our watch list for this year. And we want to make sure that we give them their, as they say, 15 minutes of fame. And it's always a great thing when we could do that, because we are so much into bringing you these guys from around the country. So let's get started with that as we get ready to give you the top 25 quarterbacks from high schools around the nation. And these are our top 25 Black quarterbacks. So let me get to our watch list. That is the BIP Memorial Trophy. That is the standard for quarterbacks for high school and HBCUs that we present every year. Moving on to our watch list. Let me just share with you who these guys are, because we got some phenomenal talent. starting at number 25 out of Douglas County, Georgia, Douglas County High, DJ Bordeaux. Last year, he passed for 2,645 yards and 20 touchdowns. At number 24, the guy who led the Northwestern Bulls out of Miami, Florida, to their state championship last year, Leon Stroughter, 2,677 yards, 41 touchdowns. At number 23, Michael Mitchell Jr., a senior out of Archbishop Reardon High School in San Francisco, California, 2,759 yards, 39 touchdowns. At number 22, the guy who led his home team of the Reigns Vikings out of Jacksonville, Florida, to the state championship and faced off against Leon Stroughter in the state championship. That would be Timothy T.J. Cole, a senior at Reigns High School, 2,812 yards, 43 touchdowns. At number 21, Gavin Owens, a senior at Raven Gap, Georgia, 28-15, 35 touchdowns. At number 20, Zayden Pope out of Southampton, Cortland, Virginia, 2,818 yards, 41 touchdowns. And number 19, Rashawn Logan, also a senior from Gretna, Virginia, Gretna High School, 2,822 yards. So as you can already see in this first 5 or 6 guys, their numbers are very, very tight and close. At number 18, Zaid Lott, a senior from Providence Day, out of one of the most prestigious programs in the state of North Carolina, in Charlotte, that is, 28-69, 29 touchdowns. Number 17 is Jassy Williams, out of St. Pius St. Matthew High School, out in Downey, California, 2,888 yards, 19 touchdowns. At number 16, Jalen Parker, Winslow Towns High School in Atco, New Jersey, 2,908 yards, 43 touchdowns. Coming in at number 15 is Ethan Offering, Dutch Fork High School in Irmo, South Carolina. 2,974 was his yardage, 24 touchdowns on the books last year. Number 14, Xavier Murray, a junior from White House Heritage High School in White House, Tennessee, 3,016 yards, 43 touchdowns. Number 13, Trey Wingard, Dubose High School in Dubose, Pennsylvania, 3,099 yards, 38 touchdowns. At number 12, Gannon Jones out of Cardinal Gibbons, Raleigh, North Carolina, 3,194 yards, 35 touchdowns. At number 11, Zyondre Williams from Anna, Texas, Anna High School, 3,242 yards and 38 touchdowns. And now for our top 10. At number 10, he led the Southern School of Energy in Durham, North Carolina, to a phenomenal season, finished with 3,242 yards, had 22 touchdowns on the year. His name, Tyson Broadway. At number 9 is Bryson Riggins out of Russell County, Alabama, out of Seals, Alabama, 32-51, 40 touchdowns. At number 8, AJ Stores, Mount McGow out of Spring Valley, California, 3,317 yards, 38 touchdowns. At number 7, Cole Taylor, Pflugerville, Texas, Pflugerville High School, 3,379 yards, 43 touchdowns. At number 6, a senior, Deron Coleman from Jones High School out of Orlando, Florida, 3,412 yards, 28 touchdowns. At number 5 is Landon Duckworth out of Jackson High School, Jackson, Alabama, 3,439 yards. Number 4, Jelani Dipple, a sophomore, Central High School in Fresno, California, 3,515 yards, 41 touchdowns. At number 3, Jasir Posey, Pocola High School in Pocola, Oklahoma, 4,103 yards, 39 touchdowns. Remember this next name, Peyton Houston. Last year, this young man threw for over 800 yards in one game as he led Evangel Christian to a great season out of Shreveport, Louisiana, 4,480 yards, 38 touchdowns. And at number 1, out of Lima Senior High School in Lima, Ohio, Janaeus Kamir Hall, 4,613 yards, 58 touchdowns on the season. Those are our top 25 guys on our national watch list, our preseason national watch list that we will released. We will be releasing this to you tonight. It will be going out to those schools tomorrow and to some media outlets. Now, for my guest tonight, let me tell you, this young guy hails from Jonesboro, Georgia, now playing for Bethel College up in Bethel, Tennessee. Like I said, he's a rising star, and we're going to hear from him tonight so he can tell you his own story, because I am just so privileged to have him on the show tonight. Please welcome me and joining to our show, Donovon Morton. Donovon, welcome to the Post Route, buddy.
How you doing? Glad to be here.
Everything's great, man. Everything's great. So I'm going to ask you real quick, as I was reading off some of those guys' names, the top 25 guys in our preseason watch list, what did you think about having that kind of talent playing for the upcoming season?
Oh, those guys look great. Stats look amazing. Looking forward to seeing some of them names. Looking forward to seeing a couple of them.
Well, you know, it's always been interesting that we always get a few guys from Georgia like yourself. I don't know what it is, man, but in that metro Atlanta area, including Jonesboro, man, it is a lot of talent, man. And I don't know what they're feeding you guys. I don't know what y'all are drinking, but, man, y'all keep doing the great work that y'all doing, man. Y'all have some phenomenal talent. I'm just so impressed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody just trying to work hard. Everybody trying to go to that next level.
Are you familiar with the young man that's now at Colorado that played at Carrollton High School the past 3 years, Juju Lewis?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Okay. In the ninth grade, man, I don't know if you're familiar, but
yeah, I'm familiar.
4,100 yards as a ninth grader.
As a freshman, that's different.
That's real different, right?
That's crazy different. But, I mean, he's at a school like Carrollton, at a school like that. Hey, you got to be playing at that high level. Them boys get to it.
Well, I'm sure you're familiar with them because they aren't too far from Jonesboro. So, I mean, speaking of the metro Atlanta area, I mean, how much do you guys really pay attention to what's going on with other schools, especially quarterbacks in that area, man, when you were playing and even after that? How familiar are you with a lot of these guys? Because it just seems to be so much talent all concentrated right there in that metro Atlanta area.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of times everybody know each other from somewhere, right, from playing football when you was little to meeting in high school. I mean, it's a lot of guys look at each other. We might train together.
Okay.
So different quarterback trainers. So, I mean, it's a lot of ways that we all get connected and like know each other. So everybody just make sure they're doing what they need to do and going for the season. Everybody have a great time during their season. I mean, you know, it's like you competing, but you want the best for the guys that you know.
Okay. Now, you told me you went to that's Monday Mill. Is that correct?
Yeah, Monday's Mill High School.
Monday's Mill.
Yeah.
Who was your rival when you played in high school? What high school was your rival that y'all always wanted to beat no matter what?
Man, our rival was Lovejoy High School.
Lovejoy.
Man. Yeah.
Okay.
That rivalry go way back. I remember going to that game, Big Cat Classic, going to that game when I was little and everybody was there. Like the game was gonna be sold out. It wasn't gonna be enough seats in the stands. Everybody got to stand at the gates. It used to be crazy when I was little. And I know in high school, I was like, man, if I go to one of these schools, I gotta win. Like, I can't come on that losing side. But at the school that I was at, Lovejoy I ain't gonna count. Lovejoy was beating us for a whole lot of years. But then by the time my senior year came up and I was starting quarterback, we finally ended that streak.
Well, that had to be one of the best feelings that you had in your high school career, man, to beat your rival after not have beating them for so many years, man. And what was it like after y'all put that L on them, man, your senior year? What was that like for you?
Man, after that game, we was turned up. I'm not gonna count, like the whole team. I don't think we shook hands after that game. They didn't even let us shake hands after that game. Man,
it was that intense.
It was electricity out there, for real.
Okay. And how many TDs did you throw that night?
I think I threw 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay.
Probably 2. I think I had like 240 yards passing that game.
Okay.
So,
Well, you turned up.
Yeah, I had a pretty good game that game. I think I could have did better, now that I'm matured, but for the for the purpose, I did what I had to do. So
okay. Well, now growing up, we all have somebody we look up to, somebody we aspire to be like, or whatever. Who were those guys for you growing up as a young guy that you really, really looked up to and admired their game and their body of work as quarterbacks?
Growing up during my time, Cam Newton, he was that guy. That was prime time Cam. Everybody wanted to be like him as far as the clothes, the shoes, especially the cleats that he had. Everybody wanted a pair. Fortunately, I never got a pair, but hey, I still went out there and I tried to play as much as I could, just like him.
Okay. Anybody other than Cam that you also had some thoughts about?
Well, yeah, as I got into high school, I started wearing number 17, big quarterback, 6'5" stature, and everybody. I got the Josh Allen comparisons and who else wore 17? Oh,
come on, man.
Phillip Rivers wore 17 now, but I didn't really get the Phillip Rivers comparison. It was really most likely just Josh Allen because of the arm, guys.
So I gotta give you some trivia or give you some history. So now 6'5", number 17. I gotta ask you, have you ever heard of a guy by the name of Doug Williams?
Nah, I don't know about Doug Williams.
Oh my God!
Hey, that's before my time.
Hey, Donovan. We're gonna start tonight. Don't ever tell anybody that you ain't never heard of Doug, because Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
That's good. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Okay.
That's a great fact.
Number 17 for the Washington Redskins. He threw 5 touchdowns in the first half, a Super Bowl record.
A Super Bowl
on a bad knee.
That's a bad boy right there.
On a bad knee.
Hey, about being on a bad knee, that's a great thing to start off with, because actually my senior year also, one thing that a lot of people didn't know is going into my senior year after we beat Lovejoy, because my senior year we end up it was like a history book year for our football program, because that was the first time our football team ever went so many games in a row undefeated.
Okay.
We started off hard with a 6-0 start going into my senior year, and we numbers up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like the second game of the season, I ended up breaking my ankle. That's what a lot of people didn't know. Yeah. I ended up breaking my ankle the second game of the season. I treated it like a high ankle sprain.
Okay.
So ended up coming back, like I think we had a bye week, and then a game. I skipped that game. I came back the rest of the season, and I was snapping, but I had to make a lot of adjustments as far as, because I couldn't run a lot. I couldn't really run a lot because it would hurt when I ran, change direction. But I made sure that I had to do what I had to do for my team, because I didn't have any offers. It was my senior season. I had to make everything work. I had to do what I had to do.
I get you. Well, Doug Williams finished 4th in the Heisman voting in 1977. He was the first round draft pick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And like I said, he was the first black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl title. And he was the MVP of the game. But that record he set, man, and he played against the Denver Broncos, who had an extraordinary quarterback by the name of John Elway, but he torched Denver, man, like he was a match. He just set that thing on fire. And the next thing you know, he's on the box of Wheaties.
Right.
He's on the box of Wheaties. So that did a lot for black quarterbacks at that time, for him to do what he did, because a lot of people, did not. As a matter, he was not the starter that year either. He came in as backup for a guy and went down in the game, man, on a bad play, man, twisted his knee, and everybody thought that was the end of it. like you, came back in and went to work, and the rest is history, man. So number 17, Doug Williams.
Doug Williams, got
Doug
you.
Williams.
That's gonna stay right there. I'm gonna keep that right
All
there.
right.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, we got to make sure that sticks there, man, because I can just see somebody saying, man, you never heard of Doug Williams? What?
Yeah.
Come on, man. So anyway, so now your senior year is over. You've toughed it out. You've gotten through it. You're looking for offers. Not many offers are coming. What was your mindset at that time when it didn't seem like, anybody had paid attention to Donovon Morton?
Man, I'm not gonna cap. After that season, after the senior season, it was hard because after that season, I had to get surgery on the ankle.
Okay.
I went ahead and finished the season out, so I had to get surgery on the ankle. I'm not seeing offers roll in. I don't know what to do. Like, the only thing me and my parents could do was try to put film together and send letters out to different coaches back to back. We were just sending stuff out, but it got to a point where I couldn't work out and stuff because I was recovering from surgery.
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out, and it was a lot going on. But then Bethel came through. I started going on visits to different little schools, and after I was able to choose where I was going, I was just had my mindset to, hey, take the best of the opportunity that was given to me and go with it. Because it's not always about where you started, it's about where you're going to go in the end. So,
and how you finish.
Right.
And how you finish. Well, the blessing came that Bethel did see you. They did know about you, irregardless of those other colleges that were very close to you. I mean, Jonesboro, you were close to, I know, 4 black colleges off the top of my head. And I'm like, okay, but as they say, what's meant for you is meant for you. So Bethel was meant for you. That's where you're supposed to be. That's where you are. So when they came to your house and brought that letter of intent and recruited you up, man, did all that anxiety kind of go away? You're like, man, whew, thank goodness I finally got an opportunity.
Right. Man, when I got that, well, really it started off as just a simple text on what's X now, but Twitter.
Okay.
And they said they liked my film and everything like that. I broke down a couple plays for them, and then they got me up here to the school for a visit. And it ended up that just so happened when another quarterback that was from my city, and he ended up playing up here. So we've trained together before and all that. So I just went up under his wing and figured out how to do everything up here and just went on from there.
Okay. Now, exactly what big city is Bethel close to up in Tennessee?
So Bethel is located in McKenzie, Tennessee, which is a smaller town, but it's more so closer to the Clarksville area, like in between Clarksville and Memphis. So like West Tennessee.
I got you.
Yeah, like northern West Tennessee area.
Okay. And your transition and adjustment to a place where it's cold, mountains, just different. What was that like to make that transition?
Well, I mean, it wasn't too bad because actually it's like we got a little past mountain. Like we went through the mountains and then it kind of flattened out and got into cornfields and it just ran. So up here, it's actually a lot hotter than I thought it was going to be. It's like country heat up here.
Oh my goodness!
It's so hot up here, but then when it gets cold, it definitely gets cold. I remember last year we had us a snowstorm, which being from the Atlanta area, I'm like, man, I ain't got no snow since I was like 12. It made me feel like a little kid all over again.
I got you. Yeah. So last year, did you get a lot of opportunity to play at Bethel?
Last year, I came in. I was trying to do my best, but I ended up not making the travel team, which it's all good. I can't do them, but keep working. So when we ended up having a couple of developmental games, like with our lower team, and I did pretty good in those games. And in practices, I just kept myself going. And then we came around to this spring, and this spring where I got my opportunity to shine.
Okay.
I just took it and ran with it after that.
Okay. So coming out of spring and going into the fall right now, what does the quarterback room at Bethel look like from 1 to 4? I would take it that you guys got at least 4 guys in the quarterback room.
Definitely.
So,
Right now is one older guy over me. It's one older guy over me. I think he's gonna be a senior this year.
okay.
And then it's me at 2. Another kid that came in with me also as a freshman. He came in with me. So right now he's at the 3. And we have another guy in at the 4.
Okay. And because there are 4 of you, and because I'm just going to say it, I'm thinking that you are just very, very hungry, man, to get on that field and perform based on your senior year in high school, not getting opportunity last year. How's the ankle doing? Let me ask that question. How's the ankle?
The ankle's been great. Like, since I came into college, I made sure I was doing my physical therapy and my rehab on it, and I got it where it's almost better than the one that never even got hurt. Seriously.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
Now running on it, breaking, cutting anything, I don't even think about it.
Okay. Now, do you consider yourself a dual threat, as a lot of guys are turning out to be in this day and time, or do you feel you're more of the prototypical drop back passer?
Yeah, so right now I feel like I'm just what we call a pro style quarterback.
Okay.
I can extend the plays when it's needed. If I need to work the pocket, I'm gonna work the pocket. Get as many, because my job as a quarterback is to command the field and get the ball to the playmakers.
Okay.
That's how I go about it. So why do I have to run? Why do I need to run and do all this when I got a guy downfield and he's the receiver? He meant to do this. I'm gonna let him go make the play. Let him get some shine.
Man, Donovan, you got a great attitude, man. I like the way you look at that perspective of the game. And watching football games for these many, many years, and more importantly, recently, one of the things that I just always kind of try to understand is, I understand the game is fast and, pressure comes, but then forcing passes that you don't have to force because either the pressure is there or you don't want to take the sack, so you're trying to do more than you should and then it's like, man, you should have just taken the sack. It's like, yeah, I know I should have taken the sack, but I thought I could get the ball to this guy. Well, help me understand what happens sometimes when those things are happening, when you're trying to make something happen, when you know it's really not there.
I know exactly how that goes, because sometimes it's harder, because it's like sometimes you have to think about it in every situation. It's like a strategic game. Football really a game of inches. It's a game of inches, a game to be strategic. So sometimes we might be looking at something like, oh, it's second down, but it's 2nd and 5.
Right.
So let's go ahead and get this 5 so we can get the first down and we can hurry this thing up. And I might see something and I see that it's a tight window, but I'm like, it's right there. And it might not be there, but if I got somebody that's coming off the edge, or I got somebody blitzing, I got to hurry up and get the ball out of my hand. So it's like sometimes you got to take that risk, or you take the risk of getting the first down through a tight window, or holding on to the ball and going back 5 yards.
Well,
so with that,
if you don't get it in that tight window, it's an incompleted pass or possibly an INT, which is the worst thing that you want. Losing a few yards is the other thing, or just throwing the ball out of bounds and, okay, we still got those 5 yards. But I understand the pressure of the game, man, and processing. I mean, because you only got split seconds. But as you continue to mature, it's like, okay, so I'll lose a few yards on this play. I'll get him back on the next play. I'd rather lose a couple and throw that INT, or here I am trying to tackle this guy who got my ball on the interception, trying to go for a touchdown. I got to tackle him and make a play. So I understand, but it's just, when you look at guys, it's like, why, and when you hear the announcers or the analysts say, why did he make that throw? It wasn't there. It's like, but when he made that throw in his mind, it was there. That's why he made it, because he thought it was there.
Yeah, sometimes it's a lot that can go into it. It just depends on the different situations that happen, because it's a lot that can happen on that field.
I got you, man. I got you. Well, look, man, I got to take a quick time out and do a couple of promotional announcements, but stay with me. We're going to come back and talk a little bit more football and talk about your journey. So everybody, please stay with us. My guest tonight, Donovon Morton, Bethel College, home of the Wildcats up there in Bethel, Tennessee, making his due diligence to be that next outstanding quarterback. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break and come back and talk more football with Donovon Morton. So as we get ready for the football season, man, let me tell you, football is underway. Got the chance to see one of the top games in high school football last week on a Thursday night when Buford, Georgia, played Milton up out of the North Georgia area. Phenomenal game. Buford came out on top. But, man, it was a phenomenal game. So now colleges are getting ready to start their season. So, hey, everything is in play. So if you are into quarterbacks like we hope you are because you're watching this show, hey, we're asking you, we're urging you, hey, if you want to look real sharp at another game and help us promote the brand Quarterfied Back, the preeminent fraternity for black quarterbacks, hey, send us an email and let us know that you are interested in getting some of our gear, our sublimation all logo t-shirt, as you see right there in the upper corner. That is a beautiful shirt in our colors, our logo on there with the outstanding quarterback, who is our trademark logo of Oliver Joyce. That's who the Bilt Memorial Trophy is named after. He's on the front and the back of the shirt, and just below that is a golf shirt. Those shirts, as you see, retail between $40 to $55. If you want to just have a shirt in your repertoire that you like to flash sometimes, hey, get one of our classic shirts, the Q5B logo t-shirt, $25. That's an all-cotton shirt. We are now offering headgear in our bucket cap and our baseball caps. Those are $30. If you want to wear something when it gets cooler, hey, we got a warm-up with the Quarterfied Back logos on it, black with the orange trim, heavyweight warm-ups that I guarantee you'll keep you warm. Or if you just want to look real sharp, get you one of our hoodies with the Quarterfied Back logos on the front. We will announce during this upcoming season our newer Quarterfied Back hoodie that will be in either a football style or a black hoodie style that you can get. That hoodie that you see on the show right there, that's a $70 hoodie. And if you just want to help promote us, Quarterfied Back logo lapel pin is only $10. Any one of those items, if you would just send us an email with all the particulars, you can do that. You can send us a payment via Zelle at 904-994-2189 or via Cash App at $Q5Back44, and we'll get it out to you right away. As always, go to our website, quarterfiedback.com, to find out more about our merchandise, to keep up with our newsletter, the Post Route, to find out some phenomenal history and stories about black quarterbacks as we continue to preserve these legacies. So we're going to get back to my guest tonight, Mr. Donovon Morton, Bethel College. And Donovon, welcome back to the Post Route. So we're talking a little bit about the upcoming 2025 season. Share with our fans and our viewers a little bit about Bethel College and the type of teams you play in the NAIA.
Okay, so I'm up here at Bethel University, NAIA school. We play in MAC. Yeah. But either way, I know that we play schools like Mary Hardin Baylor, which is going to be our first game in Texas. We play schools like Kaiser, Georgetown, Campbellsville, schools like that, like little schools. But I ain't gonna cap. These gonna be some hard fought games. I know a lot of these schools. We got a tough schedule this year, definitely, especially playing at Texas over there in Mary Hardin Baylor and playing in Florida at Kaiser, who's been known for winning back-to-back championships. So Right now, we just keeping our head down, going one game at a time, and just trying to get a win.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kaiser is down in the West Palm Beach area?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, and do you? I'll check the schedule. Don't worry about it. I'll check the schedule, man, because I always like to keep up with where you guys are, man. And if anybody's close to my home base of Jacksonville, I try to get to the games, man, and check you guys out and see how you're doing. But we're going to keep up with your schedule to make sure we know how you're doing and to keep sending you inspiration and motivation throughout the course of the year, man, because we want to see you succeed. We want to see you do your ultra best, and we want to see how things are going. So we will be keeping up with you. Now, what is the home fan base like at Bethel, man? What is it like at a home game, at the big home game, not the ones where nobody hardly comes to, but the one where, man, like homecoming, a lot of people show up for homecoming?
Yeah, I'm not. If I'm gonna be honest, our fan base is pretty good at every game.
Okay.
At every game, yeah. Like I said, we're in McKenzie, Tennessee, which is a smaller town, but our town is Bethel down. Our town loves Bethel, treats everybody with respect. We got a real diverse city, so everybody come out and support the football team because the football team is what bring in everybody. You know, it's like everybody's ready for football season. So when it's time for our game times at home games, the crowd be jumping.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, man, because sometimes in the smaller communities, I know everybody's into it, but some games are just bigger than others. And me coming from an HBCU, man, our homecoming games, man, I mean, other games might be 2/3 of what we get, but homecoming, man, it's just overflowing and it's just unbelievable,
homecoming,
man. So
is that game that everybody come to.
Okay.
I remember last year, I think we have our homecoming games at night.
Okay.
Just for the fact of homecoming. And
Okay.
It's fun out there at night. Seeing from the last year, I didn't make the traveling team, so we ended up having to be in the stands with the fans. And I know seeing it from that angle, I can't wait to get on the field this year.
I got you, man. I got you. So what is your major at Bethel, Donovan? What are you majoring in?
So right now I'm majoring in exercise science, fitness and wellness.
Okay.
So that's going to be going into things like athletic training or like physical therapy. So.
Okay. Is that what you really want to do with your career after college is over?
Yeah, going to athletic training. My father had a couple complications, medical complications, growing up.
Okay.
So a lot of times he had surgeries on his knee, and a lot of more things happened. But I ended up having to be his physical therapist at home.
Okay.
So me doing that every day on a daily basis and learning about the body and learning how everything works, I was just like, I might as well just keep going. It's something that I had fun doing because I did it at home with my dad. And it's like, man, I might as well just keep going. And it gives me another route of staying with athletics, even if I don't play.
Well, that is a definitely a great career to go into, man, because trainers are kind of underrated sometimes, man. They kind of overlooked, until you need them. But going through that physical training, that process, man, of them getting you ready for games, and now you're understanding how important it is for the body to perform, man, and making sure the body's at 100%, man. That's great. So, yeah, I applaud you for wanting to go into that, and I know you will probably be a top-notch trainer or physical therapist or both, whichever one you go into. So kudos to you for that. So now, this is your second or third year at Bethel?
I'm going into my second year here at Bethel.
Second year.
Last year was my freshman year. Yeah, last year was my first year in college, my freshman year, and red shirt in last year. So this year I'll be going into the team, red shirt freshman and the sophomore in the classroom.
All right. Well, that's excellent. So I'm looking at the screen, man. We're getting some folks who love you to chime in, or Persistent Bake talking about let's go, to Webb's Youth Fundamentals program talking about let's go, Charita M talking about let's go, man. So that's already a part of that fan base that you've already built. And do your folks get a chance to come up and see you play a little bit last year and making plans for this year?
Well, yeah, I know for a fact this year they making plans to come up here and see some games, especially home games or any game that's closer to the Atlanta area,
Yeah,
in that Georgia area.
yeah.
So I know for a fact they waiting to see me. Right? If they can't make it in the games, I know for a fact they ready to see any highlights, any film, anytime I have a game like online. So I know they ready to see me play.
Do y'all have any games close to Atlanta?
I'm not sure. I know for a
Okay,
fact the closest game I know that we have away, because I know we got a lot of away games this year.
okay.
So I know we got some games in Kentucky. I know they're not making it to the Texas or the Florida games, but if anything, there'll come some home games. Probably homecoming for a fact. I think homecoming.
Definitely homecoming, man. Definitely homecoming. I mean, everything gets turned up at homecoming. I mean, oh my goodness. So I can only imagine what it's like tailgating up in that part of Tennessee, man. And boy, there's nothing like a great tailgate before a football game.
Oh,
Nothing like
hey,
that.
I'm sitting here looking in the comments. I guess our closest game to the Atlanta area is in Alabama.
Well, there you go. So they'll have an opportunity to get over to Alabama and check you out, man. And hopefully it'll be a game that you'll see more than your fair share of action.
Right. Definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you look at the landscape of football, both at the collegiate level and the pro level, what are some of your thoughts about what you see going on amongst quarterbacks at the college level and the pro levels? I mean, I know, again, this was one of those seasons where focus for black quarterbacks was not as high as it was the past couple of years because we had more guys to get drafted. But what are some of your thoughts about these guys playing at that next level, and who do you see being some of the top guys right now?
Well, right now, coming out of the draft, I'm liking Cam Ward.
Okay.
I'm really liking Cam Ward because learning his story and the work ethic that he puts in and where he started versus where he's at now, because going from a JUCO to the first NFL overall pick, that's a story you wouldn't think of, you would want to dream of,
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself made me keep my head down and work, because it don't matter where you start. It's about keeping your head down, driving, keeping God first, and let Him lead the way.
Well, that's a great approach, man, because a lot of things change. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he was asking me about some of the quarterbacks I thought were pretty good, or who were my top five. And, I definitely think Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback at a high level of what he's done and what he can do. Then I look at Lamar Jackson, an outstanding quarterback too. But I told him one of the guys that I really, really like, man, and I was disappointed he didn't get a shot last year was C.J. Fields. Not C.J. Fields, but Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
I thought he deserved a better shot than what he got at Pittsburgh, but that's the way it went. But I think he's a phenomenal talent.
Right, yeah. I like Justin Fields too. I used to watch Justin Fields. I watched him from high school all the way to where he is now. So I always wanted him to be great. Watching him from when they was little, especially people like C.J. Stroud.
Yep.
I like C.J. Stroud too. C.J. Stroud, he's phenomenal. And especially watching the shows and stuff, learning more about what goes on throughout Joe Burrow's life and people like that. It's like, you can't get no better than that.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this, Donovan. How did you hear about Quarterfied Back? I mean, who turned you on to that? How did you come across us and what we're doing?
Well, really, I would just be at quarterback trainings with my coach.
Yeah.
With Coach G. And after a while, like when he posts or anything, I think I see you guys comment a couple times. And I just looked into whatever you guys had going on, and I liked it, so I followed it. and just went on from there.
Well, we appreciate it, man, because this whole thing started with a book. That book right there behind me, The Forgotten QBs. This whole thing started with me writing a book about black quarterbacks.
Right.
And my whole thing was having experienced and seen as much as I've seen over the years. I didn't want those histories and those legacies of those guys to be forgotten, because sometimes when we don't document and write or prop up our own,
right,
they get lost. It's gone. We don't know where it is. So I didn't want that to happen. So I thought the end of it was the book. But hey, man, having guys like you come on the show, seeing what we're doing, and knowing that we're making an effort to make things very, very important for guys like yourself, because just like you're standing on somebody's shoulders, one day somebody will be standing on your shoulders talking about, hey, you remember this quarterback that played at Bethel, or you remember this quarterback who played at Monday High, and your name will resonate to somebody one day. But everybody stands on somebody else's shoulders, man. And when you know your history, you know, it's a good thing, because there are a lot of talented guys that, you know, a lot of people never heard about, and their stories need to be told. Their stories need to be told. So I guess just like you were given something to do at Bethel, I was giving something to do with what I'm doing with these black quarterbacks, man. And I am truly thankful that you saw who we are and decided to pick us up, man, because, hey, we're all about you guys, man. All about you guys.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys having me.
Now, outside of football, what are some of the things you like to do to relax, or what are some of the hobbies you have? You know, what keeps you kind of grounded or relaxed for just doing things when you don't have to worry about football?
Well, when I'm not doing anything football related, if I'm just chilling or something, a lot of times, like me, I'm not a game player. A lot of people play the game. I don't play the game. I don't have a game system. I got a PS3 back home, but that went out of style in about like 2014, 2015. So
right.
Now I probably I like spending quality time with people. So
okay.
I like to be around my family or be around my friends.
Okay.
We'll probably chill, watch a movie, listen to music, things like that. Tidy up, clean up.
Do you like sports movies?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so give me the names of a couple of your favorite sports movies.
Man, you just put me on the spot.
Oh man, come on! I'm gonna throw one out. Remember the Titans.
Okay, cool. We go Remember the Titans. Glory Road, Coach Carter.
Okay.
Dang.
What about Rudy?
Greater. Have you heard about Greater? About Burnsworth?
Oh my goodness, Donovan! I just looked at that movie last night.
That's a great movie.
I'm telling you, I just looked at that movie last night, man. I was looking at another movie, and then I switched and I saw Greater. I'm like, a D1 guy, a guy who thought he couldn't play D1 football, but ended up playing and got. So I'm like, okay, I'm a football guy. I like sports movies. I'm like, Brandon Burlsworth.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal movie, man.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I've been watching that for a long time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, for those people who never saw it, like myself, man, you got to see it, because it's motivational, it's spiritual, but it shows the work ethic of a guy. What was funny to me was the influence he had on his teammates.
On his teammates. It made them change everything around.
Change everything around, man. Okay, we're going to take a picture in front of the scoreboard after every game. His teammates done cleaned up. He threw them there dirty jerseys and stuff and said, man, we're going to take this picture. Y'all messing up.
Taking this picture. Ain't no missing it.
No missing it. And what did they do? They put on those dirty uniforms and took the picture.
You took that picture.
But that guy had a big heart, man.
Yeah, he did.
A big heart. And his influence, for him to be an offensive lineman, because offensive linemen don't get a whole lot of love.
Give me credit. But best believe, when I had me an old lineman, my linemen loved me. I will tell you that my linemen, they love me because going into my senior year,
Yeah.
I told my linemen, I said, every game that I don't get touched, I'm making y'all something to eat. And
There
they
you
getting
go, man.
barbecue, they getting some mac and cheese, some baked beans, some ribs. They loving them Sunday meetings because I'm coming back with plates of food if I don't get touched.
Well, for them, that's some serious motivation.
I know it is.
That's some serious motivation, man, because wow, to have your lineman, keeping guys off you, and like before Brandon got those glasses, his vision was blurred and his quarterback kept getting sacked. And he's like, "Yo, man, keep this guy off me." And his pride didn't get in the way when he went to the coach and said, "Coach, I'm having some vision problems." Once he got those glasses, man, he became a beast.
Came a dog.
Man, I can't believe you said that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is phenomenal. Yeah, man. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's a great movie. But there's so many outstanding, football movies, man.
Movie.
Oh yeah, but I would have to say, man, Remember the Titans is probably one of my all-time favorites.
Which that's understandable. That's completely understandable.
And I thought, just by the way they came together as a team,
right,
and the way they, during a difficult time, because I could relate to that time in life where there was segregation, man, and when the integration happened, a lot of things you got to toss aside, man. We're a team, so and I just love the way that Gary and his defensive lineman became brothers, man. I just loved how they became brothers at the end, man, and that was just, man, that was unbelievable.
Yeah,
so
one I didn't mention, Gridiron Gang too.
Oh yeah, Gridiron Gang. That's a great movie too, man. Another great movie, man. Phenomenal, man. And it's when those things happen, man, it's like it always pulls on your heartstrings, man, because it's something that you can relate to. Either you've experienced it, or you've seen it, or you've done both. And man, when it pulls on those heartstrings like that, man, it's like, man, I remember that. I can relate to that, man. So
right.
And yeah, Gridiron Gang. I love that movie too. So and then the documentaries of a lot of the football players, man, and seeing these guys perform and do some things, man. So yeah, it's so many guys, man. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Are there any organizations that you spend time with up in Bethel? Like, some people spend time with some foundations, or they spend time at the hospitals. Are there any foundations, anything like that you like to give a shout out to, man?
So far up here, I haven't really did anything. Yeah, it's okay. A lot going on up here. Okay. They do have a lot of programs where that people can get into, but I'll be so caught up with football and work. It's like I just try to keep what I can do and keep my head straight. So
okay,
I just let everything go.
Now, when we were talking a little earlier, I asked you about your nickname, and you told me everybody call you Don or call you Donny. But that nickname that I really like, Donny what?
Donny Dots.
Donny Dots. Who gave you that nickname? Do you remember?
Man, just everybody around me. It really fell in for real. Everybody around me, my parents, my friends. It's just Don. Don, you just do a dot.
Okay.
Don, you just do a dot. It's just like Donny Dot. And I'd be like, man, I'm Donny Dots, man. What y'all be? And after that.
Okay. Now, if you heard the PA announcer say that after you threw a touchdown, man, are you going to be relaxed and calm, or you going to kind of lose it?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be so turned, especially after a touchdown. Like a touchdown, the energy that I bring to the field.
Yeah.
And then already like a touchdown, I'm going to be hyped. Like I'm going to bring that energy so we can keep it going. I want to keep this momentum. But I hear that, I'm going to be erratic.
Well, I wish I could be your PA announcer. I do some PA announcing at the college and high school levels. I've done that. And it has not been a bad thing for me to give a guy a nickname and and blast it when they do something. I had a young guy, man, when he came to our high school. He went on to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. His name was Lito Shepard. But after I saw what he could do as a defensive back, punt return, kickoff, I gave him the nickname Lethal, because anytime he touched it, Donovan, it could be 6. So, so I love that. Final thing before we get to the end of the show, man. Tell me what you feel is a critical part of being a leader on a football team for you as a quarterback. What's important to you?
Keeping a level head, because when you panic, the team panic.
Okay.
Make sure you communicating. You got to be vocal, because on the field, if a receiver don't know what he doing, and he asking the other guy, and the other guy just know what he doing, he don't know. I got to know everything that everybody is doing, and being a film head, like you got to be able to watch film, because you got to know what the defense is doing. As a quarterback, you got to understand what the defense is doing, what your offense is doing. If the defense does this and switch, what can you do to counterattack that? It's all about it. Like, you got to make sure that you just locked in as a quarterback. You can't let the pressure get to you.
Okay. Well, I already feel, man, that you are a prolific leader. You're definitely a people person, and I think your teammates will go to battle with you anytime you want to strap it up and go to battle. And that's a positive thing, man. So kudos to you on that. Man, this guy Dudley doing Dudley, I gotta throw him a little shout out, man, because he also threw in the movie The Blind Side.
Yeah, I see that. That's my dad.
That's your dad?
That's my biggest fan right there. Matter of
fact,
I think everybody in your family.
All right. Well, props to Dad, man, for doing that, man. I appreciate it. So, with all that being said, we get to the favorite part of the show for me, man, because by you coming on the show tonight, Donovan Morton, I would like to welcome you to the brotherhood known as the Quarter Five Back Fraternity. You are now a member of the brotherhood and a fraternity member, man. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. And just so you know, that's the logo for Quarter Five Back. That's who you are, and we just appreciate you now being a part of our esteemed fraternity. And man, we are so honored to have you on and in the group. So, hey, thank you so very much. It looks like I might have lost the connection with Donny Dots. I'm sure my producer will get us back before the show goes off, or after the show, we'll catch up with it. But once again, folks, we'd like to thank you for being a part of our show tonight, The Post Route. Join us every Monday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another edition of The Post Route Show. For my crew, thank you so very much for tuning in. And as we say every show, as we close, go deep and go for the bomb. Thank you, folks. See you next Monday.